You're watching OG Media TV at OGTV1. I'm your host, OG, and this is the place where we spotlight the innovators, creators, and change makers of our future. Are you ready to be inspired? Because tonight we kick off our episode with something that defines the future of Africa and the world. Yes, innovation. You know, innovation is that magical moment or thing that happens when you're trying to fix a problem. You know, like figuring out how to keep your Wi-Fi working during load shedding. Yes, but seriously though, innovation is all around us. It defines how we live, how we work, and how we dream. And tonight we dive deep into that as we unpack all of that right here on the show. Let's start by unpacking what innovation truly means. I mean, innovation is not just about creating fancy gadgets or apps. Innovation is about solving real life problems that could make life better for everyone. I mean, think about it. The first time someone put a wheel on a cart, they weren't trying to win an award. They were simply just trying to not carry heavy stuff anymore. And then, voila, innovation. Tonight, our change makers and creators know all about that. We go all the way to Atura in Malvo at a poetry arts festival and hear what the change makers and creators have to say through poetry, music, and art. It's time for Street Folk Session. Welcome back to the show. If you've just tuned in, you haven't missed a single thing. Listen, right next to me is one of the open mic poets, and she's here to let us know why poetry and why today. Mama, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you? The reason I chose poetry is because it goes well with my spirituality. And why today? Today is my second time with W.O.W. Open mic again, of which I love it. I feel like it gives me time to express and get to know the crowd very well before I can actually say I present myself. Yeah.
You were so good. It was the first time for me seeing you. And for those who were just like, who is this beautiful lady and what is she doing on stage? Oh my God! Can we get the name and the details and how did this become a journey?
Thank you, first and foremost. I go by the name African Wolf, African with a K, and Wolf with a double L. Why this journey? From a young age, I'm only thinking of this now. I only realize it now that I used to love reading, and our school teachers would actually put us in those novel competitions and all those. But because I was too shy to express myself, I caged myself, and then spirituality made me express myself fully. So yeah. It's still a journey and discovering and experiencing.
Thank you so much. So for people who don't know you and would like to book you, would like to know more about the story or and just follow you around to watch you live, where can they have you? Where can they get you? And you know what I'm saying?
I'm actually on Instagram, which is, for now, I have changed my name a bit, but I might change it back. But for now, it's Nkanyezi with a double I _111. And then for TikTok, it's still African Wolf. And for bookings, it's my email, which is africanwolf@gmail.com. For bookings, guys, please book me. Please. Please book me. If you love me, or if you're willing to
Of course they love you. Of course they love you.
If you're willing to experience me, please book me. I would love to share space with other people who do what I do. Spiritually, poetic, literally. So yeah, as for those are the only social media platforms that I'm actually active on for now. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Whoa. Yeah, well, there you have it right here next to me. Do make sure you follow her. Do follow the journey of poets, because we hardly never see poets and poetry shows. And finally, we're here to see and witness what it means to be a writer and then articulate yourself in front of an audience. So do make sure you stick around and also like, share, and subscribe with us. Otherwise, I'll be right back with another one. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.
In a distance, I saw a reflection of my own image, not in physical form, but that of light. And as I ascended into the realms beyond that of earth, I knew there was something out there, something only the mind renders an imagination. As we are able to dilate the messages of our forefathers through incantations, we are able to summon the words of healing into the world, invoking the sounds of healing the spirit. And in the moment of trance, we begin to see that the world needs more healing than before, for we have been broken for a long, long time. Generational curses are being broken. Generational curses are being broken. Generational curses are being broken. Though it is not in everyone chosen to do so, therefore, for the ones still standing, root your feet to the earth, ground yourself. Keep your head high, for the clouds are not your limitation. As we chant to songs that break barriers, to songs that lift the spirit, and for the soul to find peace. Tears flow down our faces, such as the living waters flow down the mountains that have shouted mercilessly to the wars taking place in the world. They have shouted before our time and in the present, telling us time is not on our side. Oh, mama, she has been crying, screaming, shooting out balls of fire through the nostrils of the mountain, burning every desire of men into ashes. See how her bowels move, causing the waters within her to rise and rise and rise, only to fall and wash away our sins. Oh, Mom, she has been crying. See, we are our ancestors, a physical proof, a representation of the people of the sun. Oh, Ramasedi, Mulela Levanabahau. Oh, Ramasedi.
Ramasedi bulela le bana ba hao. Oh, Ramasedi bulela le bana ba hao. Thank you.
As we wrap up tonight, I want to leave you with this. Innovation isn't just about tech giants and billionaires. You've got to think differently. Look around your community. What's everyone complaining about? That's your starting point. You know, I read somewhere that necessity is the mother of all invention. And I believe that curiosity is the fun uncle. You've got to stay curious, ask questions, even if they seem silly. My personal favorite, why do round pizzas come in square boxes? Maybe one of you can innovate a solution to that. Another genius who got their flowers that night is the one and only Vusumuzi Phakathi, who has been doing this for more than 20 years. And let's take a look at what he had to say. Enjoy. If it isn't, I'm actually lost for words over here. If it isn't the Vusi the poet and also Vusimzi and Romeo the poet at the same time, bro, you are a phenomenal thespian and a poet and a writer and all of these things. And today you have received your flowers. Clearly, you've been doing this for quite some time.
I got my flowers.
With your flowers.
I got my flowers, yo.
How are you doing and how are you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling so good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so good, man. Because look, I love WOW, right? I feel like WOW is such a necessary platform that has made poetry cool again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's yeah. I've been about WOW, and this for me. This is huge, bro.
Yeah.
Like this, getting my flowers. What I can still smell them.
You can still smell them,
Come
bro.
on, come on.
Come through, come through.
Come on.
Come through.
Man. Yo, get emotionally.
Yeah.
Get emotionally right now, bro. If you can't, you color. Just wanna go home and Lila.
Lila.
Go home and Lila.
Lila, dude, Lila. That's the only thing we ask for you. But tell me though, how's the journey been, and how's the experience in this craftsmanship, which is a question that I always ask artists, especially in this space. And I mean, theater, we don't take it for granted, because once you know theater, that means you can break all boundaries. And today you've shown us you have broken those boundaries by literally playing 3 characters in one and still giving voice and the message to each and every one of them. Tell me what the process is like and the world for you as the craftsman to do that, because I don't think that's an underrated skill.
Shoot, where do I begin? I think the one thing is the years, right? So this is my 20th year since my first paying gig. You know what I mean? And consistently I've just been working at it, and it's putting in the work. The thing about it is putting in the work and seeing how can one reimagine it, you know? Because when I was thinking of having I did this show for the first time in 2011, right? And it was just a matter of how do I have a one-man show, a poetry one-man show, but make it very entertaining. So went through processes of it, and I'm bringing it back now. You know, I'm bringing the show back. I've got big dreams for this year. This is my 20th year, bro, and now I got my flowers.
I'm even scared to ask you, how old are you? Someone said to me, you look like you're in your 20s. Yeah. And I was so perplexed. I was like, well, how old is he?
No, I'm 39.
I will add bleepers everywhere you can find. That's a blessing, man. And you're still alive and you're still living.
And I can still smell my flowers. I can smell my flowers.
I think tonight is one night to actually truly celebrate. Especially when you haven't received your flowers. This is huge, man.
Yeah. No, it really is. Like, bro, this is monumental. This is monumental.
What keeps you going?
You? I mean, I've got a daughter. I've got a 16-year-old daughter. I think that's the one thing. But for the longest time, in this craft, it was building an industry for poetry, right? I remember there was a time when I was doing very well as an individual poet, and I was on Nikki B's show on KFM, and Nikki was asking like, a poet making a living out of poetry. So I was making a living out of, I bought a 12-acre plot, I bought a Jeep, I built my mother a house, all through poetry. And I was saying, no, it's possible, it can be done. But when I went back, I thought, I'm actually lying because I'm a unicorn. Like this, who else do I point to who's actually doing that? And that's when I spoke to a friend of mine and we started Currency of Poetry. To not be the only, let's have an industry for this thing and let's make it work, So that's the thing that has pushed me for years. And now, years later, having to see that the prominent poets in this country are CSP alumni, and the work was that clearly the work was done, and they are doing amazing work moving forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's and I feel now it's safe to just focus on myself solely because they are doing the most. They are doing the most.
What have you been one of your greatest failures? What have your greatest failures rather been that you look back now and say, Jeepers, my God, I'm so grateful that I went through that because now it has strengthened me and now I'm able to achieve everything that I thought I couldn't achieve.
Failed suicide attempts. Because I'm so happy to be alive, man. Bro, I could have died before I got my flowers.
Imagine.
I could have died before I got my flowers. Bro.
I would have killed you before you killed yourself.
Yeah, failed suicide attempts. That's the one thing I look back at and I'm like, thank God I didn't die. Yeah, to answer your question, that's it.
That's crazy. I'm glad, I've seen your performance today, and I say that with love that I would have killed you after you killed yourself, because you do, you know what I'm saying, and I think you are a true testament, who is someone that is a deep thinker and is able to pen things down, to be able to survive this long and still hold on, and then find the light of your own happiness to say, oh my Lord, actually, everything happens for a reason, and that is why God is here constantly reminding us why we should carry on. And tonight, you've touched a lot of people. I don't know if you know this. You've touched them, you've entertained them, and you've educated them, and that's a big tool. That's a big thing, and I think that's exactly that's the tip of the iceberg of why you have your flowers. But tell me though, with regards to your story and why you continue doing this, why is it important for you? Why?
Choice. I don't have a choice, man. Like, this thing chose me. When I left law school to do this thing, I've not been able to do anything else. Cause even in my 9 to 5, I'm still writing. Because I'm a copywriter. So I've got nothing else. There's nothing else I can do. This is it. So I just need to make it work. That's it. I have no choice. This is it. So I might as well be amazing at it.
Yeah.
at it whilst you're doing it.
Since it's here, since I can't do anything, I might as well be amazing at it. Yeah.
I'm so grateful to hear that. Before I let you go, what do you want to be remembered for?
For having built or being in the forefront of building a poetry industry. That's what I want to be remembered for.
And to your artist child, the child that lives inside you, that kept on waking you up, that kept on providing you the gifts, that kept on telling you to pray to God and all of these beautiful things. What do you have to say to that child?
We're doing it, bro. We're doing it, nigga. We're doing it. We're doing it.
And one more question. Back at home, whoever's supporting you and who feels like they also need this encouragement from you because they don't know the backstory and why you're receiving your flowers today, what do you have to tell that kid who's just like, I feel that, but I don't understand how to go through it? What do you have to say to that kid?
Put in the work. That's it. Put in the work. It can't just happen by itself. Do the work. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much. Well, there you have it. I'm going to call him Flower Boy. In fact, Flower Man, as he's here tonight, sharing beautiful sentiments with us at the W.O.W Poetry Sessions. Of course, I'm your boy, OG, Prince OG. And guess what? I'm signing out. Peace.
Thank you for the glasses.
The future belongs to those who create it. So go out there, stay curious, and keep dreaming. That's it for tonight. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. It's hashtag OGTV, hashtag OGMediaTV, hashtag Street Talks and Things, hashtag Stats_SA, and of course, I'm the Phoenix Prince OG on Instagram. And if you got an idea how to make square boxes fit around pizzas better, hit me up. Seriously, I need to figure that one out. Until next time, stay innovative, stay inspired, and stay OG. Good night.